Hello, Benjamin Kepner of the LinkedIn Learning Community. Welcome to today's presentation on LinkedIn tools. And I've got a great presentation with tons of different types of technology tools you can use to automate your LinkedIn lead generation and growth opportunities. So let's go ahead and jump in to see what we've got for you in store today. Hello, everyone. This is Benjamin Kepner, your host of the LinkedIn Learning Community, and welcome to this week's group coaching on LinkedIn tools with global social media marketing and network after work. Again, I am your host. I am the CEO of Global Social Media Marketing with over 34 digital marketing certifications. My LinkedIn credentials include being in the LinkedIn Advisors Group, with over 10 years of LinkedIn experience and being an award-winning LinkedIn Pro Finder across digital marketing and social media marketing services. So to begin, how do LinkedIn tools help? Well, LinkedIn tools can help us to collect customer data, find targeted profiles, and obviously make sales to all those people out there trying to grow their business. So why should you use LinkedIn marketing tools? Well, utilizing LinkedIn marketing tools for business growth helps build a compelling organic presence, measure and optimize to drive more impact, generate leads and sales, and boost your reach and engagement. We want to think of it's not about the tools, but the job to be done. And the tools are a method in which we can achieve accomplishing the job at hand. Some benefits of LinkedIn automation tools are that they are allowing you to focus on conversations and relationships by building interactions. It's going to smooth the process of connecting and following with up to more than 250 leads per day. So that's going to be kind of your limit on LinkedIn. You can build relationships and expand your network, engage with your market, and ultimately combine personalization and mass outreach to result in stronger sales leads than you would if you were doing this on a manual basis. LinkedIn tools aren't just spam, guys. I know there's a ton of people sending messages these days on LinkedIn. I know for me personally, I'm getting upwards of 10 plus messages a day. And it's not just to automate, but also to help provide connections with quality content. You can see some examples here, some screenshots that we have, just with some very simple reach outs. And that's what I would recommend, as many people are sending messages now in 2021, is to focus on sending messages that add value, that come across personalized, and they're brief, right? Don't send me a paragraph long thing that I have to read. I'm not going to read it. Here's some best tool practices, right? You want to kind of think of considering who are the right audiences that you want to define, sending a personalized invite message, being as targeted as you could be to reaching out to your potential prospects or connections that you're trying to network with, and then sending follow-up messages. Time and time again, you will see actually that many people will send one message and then kind of give up. It's generally those people that are going to send 2 to even upwards of 5 messages to get a response that are going to get traction. You want to think of it as something like email, right? Not everyone's going to open up your email the first time. If they see a few emails, you're top of mind. Eventually, they're going to just say, stop emailing me, or they're going to respond. So I got a number of different LinkedIn tools we're going to go over in today's group coaching sesh. And I've got their links in this slide. We'll be kind of showing that throughout the course of the presentation. And those tools are Social Pilot, Lead Fuse, LinkedIn Small Business, LinkedIn Sales Navigator, eLink Pro, Datanyze, IFTTT, and ProTop. So to start, we're going to look at Social Pilot in Lead Fuse. Social Pilot is an effective and efficient scheduling, development, planning, and publication tool that improves efficiency and increases reach in campaigns. They have price points anywhere from $85 to $26 a month, and they're really focused on providing reliable support via email, talk phone, and social media to users. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that up so you guys can see what the platform looks like, right? This is socialpilot.co. If you want to check out some of their plans, you've got the website URL right there. Moving back to our presentation, We've got Lead Fuse. Lead Fuse is pretty much being used to automate lead generation with integration of other tools. It's going to allow you to build leads lists, target by accounts of people you want to search for. And it's going to give you information such as email, phone number, social media, and much more. They offer a $132 a month plan or a $447 a month plan. And they are really just going to help differentiate that process for you to make selling much quicker. So again, if we kind of go back, here is the website for Leads Fuse. If you want to go kind of check them out, it's kind of like a cool way to think about a search engine for leads. If you want to look at some of those things and the different integrations that they offer. LinkedIn for Business. Many of you probably have heard of that, as well as LinkedIn Sales Navigator. LinkedIn for Business is allowing you to track sales, create LinkedIn ads, and build trust. Right? So it's really going to strengthen your brand and presence and connect with your target audience through using those type of advertising strategies, right? So it doesn't cost you any money. This is a tool that they've built in directly to LinkedIn, and it's one of the best tools on the market for B2B lead generation so that you can create LinkedIn ads. Now, LinkedIn Sales Navigator is something that LinkedIn sells inside the platform to allow you to use its algorithm to find prospects best aligned with your offerings. It's really going to be kind of like a mini CRM within the LinkedIn platform that helps you to identify and develop relationships with prospects. They start at $65 a month or $104 a month per plan. The differentiator is that they're focused on sales insights to ensure that you have the best information as a decision maker. So the benefit of using LinkedIn Sales Navigator is it is a tool that they have developed directly within the LinkedIn platform. So you're going to get access to all of those different types of data fields and entries that are already existing in the LinkedIn platform itself. So if we go back, this is going to be some information that you can learn more about the LinkedIn for Small Business if you want to check out their website. And I've also got the LinkedIn Sales Navigator pulled up here. If you're considering buying that, right? If you're using premium, this is different than premium. You can kind of see the different things that they offer on linkedin.com/premium with all of their different types of options, right? And so you can kind of see the Sales Navigator Pro right there, allowing you to send more emails per month. As a refresher, their emails are when you are not connected with somebody on LinkedIn. Think of it as like a cold email reach out. Also, we know with LinkedIn Premium and any of these paid plans, right, that you can kind of see who views your profile. If you have job insights, if you want to see salary insights, if you want to get access to the LinkedIn learning community, business insights. But really the benefit of Sales Navigator over just maybe LinkedIn Premium is it's going to allow you to have some of those filters, right? And save notes. And then also it's going to give you some of these interesting things like segmenting search, giving you lead recommendations that are relevant, saving these leads to account, and integrating with your emails. So just think of this as kind of like a more robust professional platform for salespeople that are trying to generate leads and build up their pipeline. I would recommend that for anybody that is maybe really focused on doing sales and lead generation. Next, we've got eLink Pro and Datanyze. eLink Pro is an exportable data to Excel and a browser extension for easy use. This is something you can use in a browser. It's going to automate your lead generation system and connect you to potential prospects, increase your professional network, and drive your online presence. Now, they offer a very affordable rate of $29 a month or $49 per month. And what they differentiate themselves as is they're going to really quickly increase your views on your LinkedIn profile so the brand is always in front of the customer. Now, Datanyze, they are a technology tracking, predictive analytics, prospecting, and data enrichment platform. They're going to collect technographic data to make smarter data-driven decisions, and their prices vary. Really what they are focused on differentiating is faster conversions with improved conversion quality. So if we go back and we kind of look at these websites, if you have any interest in looking into these tools, we've got eLink-Pro. This is their website. And we also have Datanyze, which you can see right here is their website if you guys want to go check that out. And they're even offering a free option. So shout out to them for offering a free trial period. Okay. So let's move on to the next two. We've got IFTTT and ProTop. So IFTTT is the world's leading connectivity platform. It allows you to learn about consumers' behaviors and connect across platforms. They offer a free plan, a $399 month pro, 199 year developer, and custom pricing for team and enterprise. And with their differentiators, they're going to allow you to connect some of those other third party. So kind of think about this as more of integrations with the bigger ecosystem and omni-channel marketing that you're going to have access to iOS, Google, etc. Now, ProTop is going to automatically track people that are visiting your profile based on search. So 8% of all of the people that visit your profile return to read your profile and the services you offer. So this is kind of an interesting thing of thinking about, like, how do people come to your profile, right? I know all the time people are accessing my profile. If you're looking at some of those notifications, and it might be a good example to just kind of pull up my profile and show you what I'm talking about. You'll see sometimes in your notifications that it will say something like, you've appeared in search results for XYZ types of words, or you might see kind of some of the companies that might have been looking. So if you click on your notifications, right, and you can see I've got a number of different notifications, but if I scroll down in my mass notifications that I have going on, at some point you will see something that shows, you appeared in search results, right? So right here, you appeared in 696 searches this week. When you click into that weekly search stat notification, the insightful thing is it's telling me, hey, Benjamin, from January 19th to January 26th, you had Google, Linkia, Fiverr, MediaLooks, and Siegel Triers were kind of the main companies that were looking. It's also going to tell you, like, hey, Benjamin, these were the types of titles, right? So you can see a lot of salespeople reaching out to me. That makes a lot of sense. I'm a CEO. They're probably reaching out to me because they think I'm a decision maker, which I am, and they're trying to sell me their product or service. Also marketing, right? Maybe they're reaching out to me because they're trying to learn more about what we do at Global Social Media Marketing related to marketing, or they're trying to partner with us. And then founder would also make sense. Again, business strategy executives, director, these people are kind of being grouped together where maybe they are looking to make that next step in social media or digital marketing, and they might be curious to know what I'm up to. You can also see some of the different types of things that people are typing in search results to find me, right? Trainer, instructor, certified trainer, chief executive officer, advertisement specialist, right? So it'll even give you some options to improve your search appearances, and you can update your profile and kind of make sure that your profile is leveraging some of those things. So, right, you can see trainer in my profile headline, you could see instructor, nothing related into advertising, but maybe that kind of got bucketed into social media marketing. And then if they were searching for chief executive officer, that's obviously at the top of my profile. So that just kind of gives you some insight, hopefully, into the idea that people are finding your profile based on search results, and you want to try to see how you can use that information to make sure that your profile is optimized for the right type of people that you want to find your profile to do business with you. So I'll go ahead and go back in this presentation to click on those websites as well, so we can kind of pull those up. So this would be IFTTT. This is their website if you want to go ahead and check them out. And then the other person we were going to look at is ProTop. Based on all that talk about understanding who is searching your profile and why are they getting to your profile. This is their website as well too. So those are kind of 8 tools that we have seen that are pretty common and popular in the marketplace. And here at the end of the presentation, I have 2 other tools. I thought it would be cool to kind of maybe see some videos of using some of the different tools. So I'm going to start with a company that recently reached out to me from Serbia. They are doing some kind of web scraping, right? We know web scraping is usually around the idea of being able to get people's information based upon directories or website listings, or information of having their contact information. So I'm going to go ahead and play this first tool on the left and let them kind of guide you through as another example. So I thought that was a really good example of showing a tool like Lix that's doing lead generation. They're exporting all of that data, right, from LinkedIn people searches to company and email information, and just kind of putting that all in a really easy, digestible format to download that information for your lead generation. Now, here's another example of somebody that's reached out to me in the last year or two regarding their LinkedIn tools. So let's go ahead and jump into their video.
Let me ask you a question. If you were to ask someone that specialized in marketing 20 years ago how they did it, would it be the same? No. Times change. Evolution happens. What works this decade may not even be around the next month. So what do we have now in the 21st century to assist us with marketing? Oversaturated tools, online training courses, high budgets of wasted dollars in PPC. Doesn't sound like a great marketing plan, does it? Yet, that is how the majority of businesses generated, and of course, the one who can afford to capitalize is always the winner in that race. What if that doesn't have to be the case for you? Our team of engineers have put in over 10,000 man-hours to bring you the most unsaturated, outside-the-box, proprietary system on the planet to generate leads, prospects, meetings, webinars, recruitment, or any other business engagement you can imagine. Consider this your absolute golden ticket. What if every day you could physically shake hands with over 100 targeted prospects directly and propose your product or service? Best of all, you never have to actually shake one hand, not even say one word. That's right. Consider this your automatic digital handshaker. If you're serious about your inbound lead generation, let's take this offline and discuss how you can dominate your business online. Call 970-317-5741. Now, there is a line of prospects knocking at your door. Are you going to open it? Your next customers are still knocking. Are you going to answer the door? 970-317-5741.
So I thought that video did a really good job of kind of hitting on maybe some of those pain points that you might be going through. I know it doesn't directly go into its tool, but if you have any inquiries about it,
Let
you
me
want
ask-
to go to YouTube and you can kind of click on this guy.
Let me ask you.
Information. So Posting God, if you want to go check out him, he's got a number of kind of lead generation discussions talking about his platform if you want to go check him out. So shout out to him and hope all is well in his world with his development of his LinkedIn proprietary tool that he's building out. I thought that was a really good video that he created. And you can tell he's definitely focused on developing a proprietary solution, right? So let's take a step back and think about, we'll look at all these different tools, but, what's the right tool for the right person, right? Like I've got a screenshot here now of some of the different types of members that are in our LinkedIn learning community right now. So you can see we've got all different types of people, from marketing and advertising to nonprofit to energy, health and wellness, right? So it's really going to depend on what type of goal you are trying to reach with your LinkedIn tools. So number one, a LinkedIn account is free, right? So from there, it's kind of thinking about, do you want a LinkedIn premium to network and find a career? Or do you want to use it for business? If you're a salesperson, maybe you're going to be wanting to use Sales Navigator to find the right prospects and leads. And ultimately, if you're now using LinkedIn to recruit and hire people, that you're going to maybe want that pro version of the LinkedIn Recruiter, right? So it's kind of thinking about what is the right tool for your position and how does this tool help you achieve to get the job done, right? It's not necessarily, again, the tool is only as important as the job to be done. The tool is just a method to get the job done. And so it's kind of selecting the right tool that's going to help grow your business. So here's an example of one of our LinkedIn learning community members at Sherry. Obviously, she's a recruiter, so she's going to be a little bit different than maybe a salesperson, right? Recruiters are going to want to maybe use tools in a way to find candidates, prioritize, the ranking of the most qualified candidate, managing workflows. Whereas maybe a salesperson is going to be looking at how can I use Sales Navigator to find, follow, engage, and build relationships with likely buyer prospects. So shout out to Sherry in our presentation, and hopefully she is leveraging that LinkedIn Recruiter through her tool belt as a recruiter. Now we can kind of look at some other examples here of some people, right? Like Neil or Richard, who are in the Network After Work community. You can see they're in real estate and the legal services. So some different tools maybe for people like that, right? So advanced search would be a LinkedIn tool that you can use. Maybe real estate agents want to use that to find more information about their leads, right? Get some information like, are they a high income family? Are they a first time home buyer? Are they looking to refinance things, right? They can maybe kind of look at that based upon where the person is in their life. If they're married, have they been in their profession for over 10 years? Those types of things. LinkedIn Pulse is a great source for lawyers to find professional news and offer a feature to share news, right? So maybe there was something news related about something happening with a company, or maybe something about, I know some people do like personal injury, or they're doing, wildfires, or if a factory had something happened or something like that, right? That might be something that a lawyer might want to keep their pulse on the news so that they're aware of what's going on. And maybe that might be an opportunity where they can kind of step in if something has happened legally and they can provide their services. So we talked about LinkedIn Sales Navigator earlier on in the presentation, but just to go back and look at the two big ones, I get this question a lot of, hey, Benjamin, should I be on LinkedIn Premium or should I be on LinkedIn Sales Navigator? Full disclosure, I'm using LinkedIn Premium today mainly because I feel as if I have all the features that I really need from LinkedIn Premium, that ability to view who's viewing my profile, right? That's a super powerful thing. If you haven't ever seen that, we can just kind of jump out real quick, go back to my LinkedIn profile. If you're on your profile, right, there'll be a section, if you scroll down, that will say your activity and your dashboard, right? And then it will kind of say who's viewed your profile. So I can actually click into that. And then as I pull this up, because I have LinkedIn Premium, right, is going to allow me to see exactly who viewed my profile. And that's really insightful, right? Because it's going to help me understand like who are the type of people coming to my profile, maybe why are they coming to my profile in the first place? And, what can I kind of maybe garner from understanding people viewing my profile? So sorry about that. Let's go ahead and try this one more time. A little bit slow. We'll click into who viewed your profile. And now you can kind of see that. So it'll actually give you kind of a breakdown of day to day, right? You can see it roughly I'm getting over 120 views a day. And then when maybe I might release a piece of content, right, you can see that kind of that spike. So I can even see what their titles are, where they are. I can have a quick little connect there if I even want to just invite them, right? So this is good for me to understand like who's viewing my profile and, why is that kind of standing out. And that you can see that premium feature. Also, if you were to look at premium, we're going to do a whole nother presentation on premium, but you'll be able to see that within the profile if you were viewing this as a viewer. And you can kind of see on my home page too that it says premium right there, right? So that's what I'm using. Again, I'm using premium because I feel like it gives me everything that I need, from being able to see the insights to giving me access to information on job and salaries. Also, those in-mail features, as we discussed, that's when I'm not connected to somebody. If I want to kind of send a cold outreach, they will give me 15 of those a month. And then I have unlimited people browsing. Those do carry over from month to month. And then you can kind of see that the options there. I'm electing to do the $59.99 a month so that I can get all the features for our business. And I would say that that investment has definitely been good for me. I'm making sales every year from LinkedIn at this stage. So I feel like, paying for that is definitely valuable for me. And allows me to connect with other people, and it's really paid for itself by just making one sale a year for me. Now, LinkedIn Sales Navigator would be kind of the upgrade. I showed you that. I think the benefit of that is a lot of these LinkedIn tools are going to be integrating maybe with more Sales Navigator. If you're obviously in the sales type of space, maybe like real estate or insurance, or you're just a sales rep at a certain company, then it's going to make sense for you to be on Sales Navigator, right? So it's going to really help you build leads in a pipeline. I almost think of it as like a mini CRM within the tool that LinkedIn has built for you. You're going to have all the functions and insights of Premium, plus those advanced searches, saving notes on profiles, and adding additional sales and hiring tools. And so you can see their rates are a little bit higher, $79.99 a month. And then if you have a sales team, you can buy a license. So that might be something too that I might consider as our company grows. Is it going to be more advantageous for our team to have access to a license, maybe versus having those individual premium platforms? So, why Sales Navigator, right? It's an increase in 15% more of your pipeline when using Sales Navigator to find a customer. You're going to have a higher win rate because you're going to be able to save those leads, take notes. Again, think of it as like a CRM system, right? We're going to kind of create smart nurturing campaigns to guide potential prospects from the awareness to liking, knowing, and trusting us to do business with us. And then 42% increase in larger deal sizes using LinkedIn Sales Navigator. I thought that was really interesting. I feel like that stat is definitely coming from all of the huge corporations that are now using that. I know a lot of sales teams have made those decisions to buy licenses and invested at a higher grand scheme. And we know that Verizon is one of those, mecca companies that has seen some really good results from using LinkedIn Sales Navigator. So we've got just kind of a quick highlight and shout out to them, right? That they've been able to generate, 969 new prospects. It created 72 new opportunities. It actually led to 13 closed deals, actually just using that LinkedIn Sales Navigator. And then you can see the same thing over here for, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, Akamai. They were really, in the phase of a 6-month sales cycle, as many, technology professionals might realize, right? If you're in the B2B software as a service space, you might be looking at a sales cycle anywhere from 6 months to almost 2 years. So using a tool like LinkedIn Sales Navigator, again, it allowed them to kind of speed that process up and kind of reduce, as you can see, almost by 5 months, that whole sales cycle for them. So those are some really good examples of some brands that have been using Sales Navigator. If you're kind of questioning, like, I don't know anybody when using them, well, these two brands have found great results, and you can kind of look at them as great examples. So what are the tools that we're using? I kind of mentioned I am using the LinkedIn Premium. We're also using Lead Connect. I shared another video. We'll be sure to link in the bottom of this description of the tool that we're using. We're using with one of our current clients that I actually, funny enough, met through Network After Work. His name's Steve at Smart Cremation. Shout out to him. He's been doing a lot of cool connection and messaging campaigns. I'll be kind of trying to feature him maybe at some point later on with that tool. And really, Lead Connect for us is just kind of automating our lead generation efforts by doing invites, follow-ups, and syncing prospects to details to HubSpot or any CRM system. LinkedIn Premium I talked about, really the main benefit I'm getting there is getting those access to premium insights on our company pages, my personal profile, and also being able to in-mail people that I might not be connected to if there's a good opportunity for us in business. So here's a quick little overview of Lead Connect. Obviously, since we've been using it, I thought it would be relevant. Really, the huge thing with Lead Connect is being that ability to send sequences where you're going to invite, they're going to receive your invite request, they're going to accept or not, and then you're kind of just automating that nurturing process. And you can also use Sales Navigator. So I thought this is a really good walkthrough. If you want to check out this video, it's a 5-minute video. So let's go ahead and kind of show some of the main benefits here of this tool.
Hello, I am Yvette, and this is a quick tour of Lead Connect's prospecting features that lets you automate your prospecting efforts on LinkedIn. Let's look at the most powerful feature of Lead Connect, sequences. Sequences are basically sending a connection request with personalized notes and then sending out predefined automated follow-ups until the prospect responds. Let me walk you through on how to set up your first sequence. First, open your Chrome extension by clicking on the LC logo, which you can see on the right top corner, and then navigate to Sequences tab. Now to create a new sequence, click on Create New button. Give your sequence any name you want to give for your own reference. Now you have to select the type. Select Invitation Type to reach out to new target audience who are out of your network. Else, select First Degree Message to run a messaging cadence on your existing connection. You can push the data based on events to Zapier and integrate multiple platforms. Next step will be to define your target audience. There are 3 ways you can define your target audience: using LinkedIn search query, free version, or Sales Navigator, list of profiles in CSV file, webhooks, where you can push the profiles programmatically using the unique URL. For the demo purpose, let's set up a sequence to reach out to management consulting firms in New York City with 11 to 50 employees. For that, I will navigate to Sales Navigator and go to the advanced setting, select search for leads. So what we're going to do at this moment is to go ahead and find or create a list showing headcount of 11 to 50 employees for New York City management. So in the geography area, we're going to do New York City. We highlight that and go ahead and click on it. And now we want to go ahead and let's migrate to the next one, which we're going to go ahead and select the industry. It's going to be management consulting firms. As you can see, it's already sorting out what we're needing in Sales Navigator. So now what we're going to also go and migrate to the company headcount. Open up that. We're going to go ahead and select the 11 to 50. And again, it's narrowing down the field that we need. And we're going to select one more option. Search takes effect. So we can search and put in something like, in quotes, founder. If I type it right, there we go. Parentheses. And then you want to use the or. So it really specializes specifically in these particular terms or the titles. And once again, it's continue to narrow down the field. And you can also use not, just giving you some other things right now. Basically, I'm just going to use or, Chief Executive Officer. So the total results right now, it's a little bit over 6,000. I'm close to 7,000. So more likely, when you go into the title, you can't combine the or and the not. It's going to be either or not assistance or not salesperson when you do your searches, or the words can be capitalized in the middle or not. Once you are happy with the results, just copy the URL from LinkedIn and paste it on Lead Connect under the target audience section and press enter. If the URL is valid, the tool will accept it and will be shown in blue color. You can define multiple URL so that once people from the first URL is exhausted, the tool will continue working on second URL, and so on. After that, you need to define the messages that will be sent out as per your predefined schedule. First step will be the personal note, which will go along with your connection request. After that, you can define multiple follow-up messages, which will be sent once the connection request is accepted.
Okay.
You define different delays for each message, and you can personalize each message with placeholders as well. The last step is to withdraw the pending invites after defined days so that you don't have so many pending invites in your account. Once you are happy with the configuration, save changes. Now decide how many invites should be sent out per day for this sequence by defining people enrolled per day limit. Click on Start, and Tool will start processing your sequence. You can check all the activities in real time that is being performed by the tool in Activity Log. Hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Feel free to contact us on support@leadconnect.io for any suggestions or questions. Happy prospecting.
So there's the demo on Lead Connect. I think it's awesome that you can kind of think of your LinkedIn messages for any of people out there that are doing email marketing campaigns and send kind of like sequenced emails. Same thing for LinkedIn, super powerful. I can go drill down exactly the type of person I'm looking for in their title, where they're based, the company that they're working for, number of employees, and then kind of put that URL of all of those people in there to the Lead Connect tool, and then send invite connections and messages that are automated around different responses, right? You can delay things and send follow-up emails. So really think about that too, like the amount of hours that you're saving yourself by using a tool like this. You're not having to manually follow up with people all the time, right?
Hello.
So I wanted to show another example of a success story. Kate Spade, to any of our apparel and aficionados out there, right? So Kate Spade wanted to run a product launch campaign about their new watch, and their target audience was busy and successful professionals. So after running this campaign on 4 different platforms, they got some of the highest click-through rate on LinkedIn specifically, and they were able to reach 143,000 unique members while exceeding many of LinkedIn's benchmarks. So I think this is a testament just to even maybe some of those people that think that, LinkedIn is not necessarily a B2C platform. It is. I mean, Kate Spade, you can see that 121,000 followers. They're using Lead Connect that I just showed you, and they reached 143,000 unique members that are all kind of clicking through at 2%. Click-through rate, as we know in any type of advertising, email, marketing metric, really for that matter, if we're close to a 2% click-through rate, that means that it's relevant, people are opening it, and we would consider that a pretty successful marketing campaign. Finally, I wanted to close with an example of college students. We're going to shout out to one of our team members here at Global Social Media Marketing, which is Sarah. We've got a little nice screenshot of her just recently graduating. So congratulations to her at the University of Georgia. Go Dogs. And, we can see that even college students need to start leveraging LinkedIn, right? So if you're in this LinkedIn learning community and you have just recently graduated, we know a big thing for college students is to be finding their next step in their career or their job. And, you can see that 46% of millennials are aware that LinkedIn network exists, but many of them are missing the boat right now. Funny enough, many of them are still focusing their attentions on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok and Snapchat and all these super trendy social media platforms. However, they don't realize that, as you can see, more than 200,000 college students join every month, right? So it's really started to take off in the college space. And it's funny because there's really not a lot of training going on for college students around how to use that, with the 30 million students and recent grads that are on LinkedIn now. And so another benefit I would say too that you should look into is the alumni tool, right? That assists people in choosing a graduate program, planning an academic path, and starting their job hunt. So these are all benefits that you have in using LinkedIn. If you're early in your career or you just recently graduated, you should be leveraging LinkedIn to the maximum. I mean, we even tell you in my own personal job searches throughout my entrepreneurial career, I have found the most success with finding jobs on Indeed.com and LinkedIn without question. Doesn't even touch those two platforms. So if you are looking for jobs, that would be my best recommendation for you. Start with Indeed and LinkedIn. So that's all I've got for you for this week's group coaching. I hope you found it valuable on all the different tools. I know I've had a number of different LinkedIn tools recently reached out to me in the last month. I guess it's the new year, new goals, new LinkedIn tools type of mindset. So I will be kind of featuring some of those people in the upcoming couple of weeks, and we're going to have them speak on their specific tools with presentations. Feel free to reach out to me. What types of tools would you like to learn more about? What questions do you have about LinkedIn tools? Is there something maybe that I can help you with some of the tools that you're using? So if you found this presentation helpful, please like this video, leave a comment below with the tools that you're using, and subscribe to our channel. You can find this recording of this group coaching on the Global Social Media Marketing YouTube channel. I've got that linked, as you can see right here. If you just want to plug that into your handy dandy browser, feel free to reach out to me at my email at benjamin.kepner@globalsocialmediamarketing.com. I know it's the longest email, which is only shorter to the longest website ever, which is www.globalsocialmediamarketing.com. Finally, sure enough, I'm on LinkedIn. Not hard to find. If you type in Benjamin Kepner, you'll be able to find me. Please feel free to reach out to me and see how I can help you learn more how to use the power of LinkedIn to grow you and your business in 2021. And we welcome inviting new members of LinkedIn experts and learning from each other on how we can best leverage LinkedIn together as a community in 2021. Hope you guys have a good rest of this week and take care. I'll see you in the next LinkedIn Learning Community Group Coaching session. Take care.